Well, good morning everyone. Welcome to the quarterfinals of the Yorkshire Bespoke Kitchens Grand Final. Right on right now, it's David Rands against TJ Hales. David Rands, well known as Paco. In the other quarters, we have got Caelan Thompson against John King, Alani Richardson against Carl Shepherd, and Dave Summan against Danny Bailey. Joining alongside me, Lee Harrison.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning, everybody.
You can actually see Carl and Lanny in the background. Let's see. Morning, Dean. Kapow, morning to your son. Grantham's awake.
How?
Did he actually ever sleep? Don't think he did.
Went missing last night, apparently.
He did. Then, Carl, can you tag me in the stream? I will do.
Is there a Brid page we can share it to?
Yeah, I'll just share it to Kim and Cushion.
Yeah,
there we go. That'll do. Morning, Rachel.
Dean Newman. Could have had you on comms, mate, but I don't think the microphone will get past your nose.
There was some funny happenings last night on the way home.
I've heard. I've heard.
I want to explain to everyone about this new Kapow burger.
Endorsed by Adam Penwell, is it?
No, well, unfortunately, Adam, it's not being endorsed by you. I explain this one to you. It goes to McDonald's. As always, every commentary's got to involve food. Gets their massive queue. Lanny, what do you want? Kapow burger. Turns out he wanted a bacon double burger.
You should have let him order at the drive-thru. That'd have been even better. Oh dear.
Morning, Tommy. It had Paco in stitches the whole way. To the point now, in Q and Cushion, there will be a burger called the Kapow Burger.
I also heard that you had to order on the app.
Yeah.
Due to not being able to control yourself.
I just ordered on app, it was much easier. Then I asked him what he wanted, what Lanny wanted. I said, just press on it. He ordered 2 bacon double burgers and a triple burger. Poor Paco's working out. He's got 7 burgers and a bun here.
Oh dear.
Morning, Simon.
Morning, Simon. I think Simon will be secretly cheering on Mr. Rands here. It's always nice to lose in the first round to the eventual winner. It was an interesting day of pool yesterday, I must admit. I watched a lot of the matches, obviously, as tournament director, sort of oversaw everything that was ongoing. And I've got to be honest, the 2 betting favourites and the sort of the top 2 in the ranking, which were Caelan Thompson and Danny Bailey, both below par. Less than impressive is probably the kindest thing I can say about the performances. I think Danny especially very, very fortunate to get through to today. But those of you that know tournament pool and that have watched it before know that that's the kind of performance that's going to get the job done. You somehow get your way through to the money, come back the next day, fresh mind, fresh energy, and take the trophy home. So who knows what's going to happen. but to be honest, most solid performance yesterday. I think all day was probably this lad that's about to go 1-0 up here. TJ, yeah, he played very, very well. Had to negotiate a tough match against John King in the winners' qual. John again, very, very tough opponent, but TJ has played really well.
Yeah,
He's took a nice little finish out there. He looks imperious. He looks like he wants it. I think a lot of the reason he's not done so well this series has been the demon drink. With it being a 2-day event, he's now come back.
Sobered up.
I mean, he's on the beer. He's on the beer, as you can see on stream.
Yeah.
But
he needs it. I think just top it back up.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But he's not steaming. He's in good nick. I fancy him to go pretty well today, I think.
Well, Penners has already claimed the Kapow burger. I wonder why. Kapow's on it already. Agree, can't beat a bit of meat. Alright. It's too early for that one.
Never too early, Sam.
Good old cut break. Hey up.
Yeah,
it's 1-1.
It's 1-1. Golden break has
Golden
been delivered.
break. Come on, let's do it. Well, as you know, Paco working out how many frames he played yesterday.
I said it was in excess of 50, I think.
Yeah, because it's races to 9 as well. Certainly makes it a long day. Races to 6 in the loser's side, but
especially for somebody his age, you know, pushing 70, he's going to struggle to get through days like that.
Rhino's walked into the... Well, we're already here.
Had a few sherbets, did Rhino, last night?
Just 1 too many.
First time I've ever seen him on it.
1 too many.
Oh, that's a lovely break from Paco there.
That's a tactical break. Is that one if I've ever seen one? Get the tap break.
As with the rules of pool, Sam, as you know, if you pop the black off the break, you will always go dry the next time.
I've broken that curse a few times lately.
Yeah, I saw you tap breaking my girlfriend last night. That's not a euphemism, genuinely tap breaker.
Morning, Donna. Yeah, losers quali, yeah, there were a few. I'll try and get them just to recap from last night, just in case everyone were half asleep.
There was a few extenuating circumstances there, Simon, especially in the Steve Grantham-Danny Bailey match. I think if there was any betting on that, I think 6-0 to Danny Bailey would have been odds on. Definitely Cal could do your dulcet tones and your sexy accent on here. Yeah, going back to the losers qualifiers results yesterday that Simon's just brought up. It was a strange old day. Steve was I don't think Steve will even remember his match against Danny. Cal Shepherd, John Brown on paper, not far off a 50-50 to be honest, but Sheppy had been tortured earlier in the day by John King, and I think had a bit of a point to prove. John was struggling with fatigue as well. I think it'd been a bit of a long day for him, so that resulted in a 6-0 win for Sheppy. Young Lewis Roker, he was probably one of the more impressive players throughout the early part of yesterday.
Yes, he was, yeah, definitely.
He was smashing some brilliant clearances in. He was 7-2 up against Dave Sunman in the winners qualifying match, and he had ball in hand. All his balls were in the open, the black was on the cushion, so he's used his free shot to develop the black, just try and double it out into the open. He's just doubled it straight into the pocket to go 7-3. He's then lost the match 9-7, he's not won another frame, and he's gone into the losers qualifier with Paco, and I mean, he's just said his head was in the clouds. He's only a young lad, and he's lost 6-0 again, so from that black he's not actually won another frame in the tournament.
No, that's it.
Which is mind-blowing when you look at how he was playing earlier in the day. But that's Paul for you. He's only a young lad. He's got a lot of learning to do. He's very, very, very talented. Yeah,
he's got a long way. You know, he's got a long future in front of him, really, for Paul. You know, if yesterday's just a glimpse on how much he's come on lately.
do Sam in it.
If I restream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time, it depends how it's doing it. If it's an embedded, if you connect it straight to the account with Facebook, it won't do because you have to kind of click the option on the page.
TJ's gone for the melon.
On a Facebook page, it does allow you to rewind it. I use a different service to I think a lot of others when it comes to streaming to multiple platforms. You have to send me a message with what you're using, and I'll have a look.
Do you know what I find fascinating, Sam?
Yep.
Obviously, as I've mentioned, I watched a lot of pool yesterday. If this tournament had have finished yesterday and would have
Yes.
played through to a conclusion, I genuinely think that Paco would have taken the trophy home. I think he started off slowly against Simon, but then his improvement, his performance graph, has just increased as the day's gone on. He played really, really well towards the end of it, like really, really well. Today's now a new day, and he looks a completely different player.
It does take a while for Paco to get into
Absolutely.
it. However, I think if it did get played last night, I think it'd exhausted.
Do you think?
Yeah.
He was hitting the ball really nicely.
Yeah.
He looked confident. He looked like he was in the zone
Yeah.
this morning. He don't look at it at all. And TJ's took out some nice finishes.
He has took out some nice ones.
Jonesy, yeah, Caden is playing next year. Him and Lewis are a single entry, so they're going to play a couple of events each, and I think whoever scores the highest ranking points out of the two of them will then play the grand final. So it's like a shared entry. So yeah, Caden will be in this next year. Again, we'll do him the power of good as it has done Lewis for the last year as well. It'd be interesting to see how he gets on against some of these, certainly the old school players.
I think that's the difference in it. We run it way down when you're playing the likes of John King, John Brown,
Yeah,
Simon Evans to a certain degree.
absolutely, yeah.
I think he's eased up on his fudginess.
Liar.
Paco's been teaching me the world of percentages in pool.
Yeah.
Trying to change not change my game, but make it better.
Yeah,
I think
it's
now
a
that
recipe for success is percentage pool. It always will be.
I think now that I live in Kew and Cushion, it's someone actually seriously thought I had a bed up in the little office bit.
Give it time.
Give it time. Yep. Morning, Alex. It's all good. Steve Grantham, if it had played to a conclusion, I'd be in a body bag. That's about right. Simon Evans, I played awfully, as you saw, against Dan too. Yeah, that's pool, innit? Some days it goes for you, some days it don't. A whole week of practice for no. Alex, who's favourite now? Well, you're the bookie man.
The betting favourite is Calum Thompson. He was the betting favourite before the event. He opened up at 5-2. He was 6-4 going into the quarterfinals. He's played okay yesterday. He's done what he needs to do. But he had a bit of a late night, did Calum. Not too much sleep. So who I think my pick to win the pot would be the lad you're watching at the table now. He's available at 3-1 at the minute, but he's just played the best stuff from what I've seen so far.
Sarah, have we decided what we're having for tea on Wednesday night for football?
Ever not think about food? You're
No.
unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Wow, how are you not obese?
Because I play squash multiple times a week, go to gym, try and go to gym anyway. I go there, look at vending machine and then walk back out.
So half a chance here for Paco, one that he probably shouldn't have had. I fancied TJ to get those yellows, but obviously the problem ball is obvious in this clearance. Getting on the black is also a little tricky. Just hasn't given the pocket a chance there, Dave.
It's going to be a tough one.
I think he's just trying to do a little too much with that.
Morning, Jamie.
Morning, Jamie. Yeah, hope the head's all right, pal. I know you had a bit of a sesh yesterday on Carl Hatch's stag do. That was an interesting visit from you boys last night. Very aggressive shot by TJ there. Semi got away with it. He's obviously tied Dave's ball up on the side cushion, but he might have left an angle to get it out straight away.
Just to pop it out.
He's also opened up the bottom right pocket, which will potentially help Dave's other problem ball.
He may have an angle here just to play the red into the middle and drop onto the red that's on the cushion. And naturally put the yellow on the bottom cushion. You know, I know you're asking for quite a lot there,
yeah.
But
he's just going to try and play this in such a way where he's not leaving anything easy for TJ when he comes back to the table if the red doesn't drop. Again, he's not really given the pocket a chance there, but he's got the white that he wanted. He's calculated that well.
Simon, I've turned up our actual mics. Just let us know. For me, I generally just whisper anyway. He made it into work at 8 this morning.
Did he make it into work as a man or as a woman?
Identify as an helicopter if you want.
Was he Justine or Justin? I wonder.
I'll tell you something what makes a difference to these races. So, it's usually a race to 6, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, no. You know, you start thinking, oh crap, 50% wise, you're already there. Whereas a race tonight, still early doors.
Yeah, even 4-0 down's not a panic station at night.
As we
race tonight.
Unfortunately seen yesterday in a few matches,
yep.
It's popped that out nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's white to nice. Nice.
I think he's on the one to left middle. I think it slides past the yellow.
Good slide.
If so, it probably looks like he's got a natural angle to come down for the one in the middle of the table, back up to the one nearest the white, and then just down for the black. So as long as this goes to the left middle, you fancy him to get these. white to run. Needs the white to run. No. Made this a little tricky now.
Wait, hang on. Penner's power pad will be on sale soon. Protect the cloth when breaking. It comes with a wireless charger.
Steve, it's at Q and Cushion, mate. 24th of July. Nice this from Paco. He went a little bit awkward after his first shot, but he's recovered that nicely. 2 good pots there.
Just read this one here from Ben as well. I changed score.
He's off his head, isn't he? Different breed, Penners.
I think the first time I met Penners were down at Supreme Series. That were a good laugh.
Yeah.
Any scores from the other matches? Well, the tournament director is sat here. And he don't know. It's currently... I can't see it's up light.
I'll go get some.
He's off to get some scores. So I'm guessing you're being serious there, Capel. Oh, second. No. Yeah, I'll log into Q-Score here so I can update them.
I've updated Q score.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Nah, sure up, Danny. Come with some slack. So the latest scores are the King of Kings, John King, is 2-1 up on tournament favourite and village drunk, Caelan Thompson. Lanny Richardson and Sheppy 1-1. And Danny Bailey started off like a train against Dave Sunny. He's 3-0 up and at the table potentially for 4. I fancy Lanny and Sheppy to be a war of attrition. Potting himself down a world of pain here.
Please, Kapow, send me a screenshot. I want to see it. I'm shocked we haven't had a Facebook Live. To be honest, I don't really stay on social media much. It's coming home. Someone book a taxi for football. Yes.
Tell you what, look at that from Darren Sunman. Multi-reffing. The referee on the stream table just checking a total on the other table as well. What a guy.
I don't think Carl agrees with it.
I did notice the double check.
Yeah. Double check and the grin. Getting a second opinion now.
Yeah.
They don't trust him.
I don't trust Mark Pierce either.
Paco's fell short though. What's up, Wim?
Oh, I'm being summoned for this.
Have fun. They're getting a third opinion now. I guess it does make a bit of a difference on looking at where the white is and comparing to the yellow. Was there when it was Harry Bartoken? You're getting another white ball.
Total all day. Don't know what the fuss was about.
Well, I don't, but TJ's come out smelling of roses there.
What's happened here?
Mr. Potting's at middle and snooking him.
At least Paco looks like he's taking it well.
Paco loves pool.
Paco loves life.
He loves life, yes.
Morning, Steve. Yes, it is me, mate. The one and only. Some call me the Thurston's champ. Some call me other things. Eyes of a hawk, Jonesy.
I've not seen if there's anyone on YouTube yet. No, there isn't.
I think Simon Evans is.
Yeah, Sam was watching on YouTube. I watched you in there. Should still be alright.
Yeah, it should still be fine. Just run this through with a little bit of check side, it'll be fine. Yep, it's good.
Thing is, technically, right, Thurston's champ will stay with him because there isn't another Thurston's comp. If you want to be technical about
Yeah. Jonesy giving it big licks. Jonesy, you were a victim on my route to success. I'm sure you remember that anyway.
Let me bring some of the scores up. Ignore the bottom line. Let's just do software picking 2 random names and something else to fill in. The actual score for Danny Bailey and Dave Summons the one that says 3-0, Danny.
Yeah, it's 4 now. Matt.
It's 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other scores remain the same.
Well, it's going to be a busy year for me, mate, with football as well. Football, got darts next week.
Darts?
You'll see some live darts on here. Yes, you're going to see darts. Tell you something, I always said it'd be a multi-sport channel.
You did. What level of darts are you streaming? Talk to me about this. That's the first
Well,
time.
it's not PDC.
Who are we talking? Is it Dan the Power Connell?
It's up at Rack and Roll. It's it should have been a bigger comp, but so COVID restrictions been limited to 32. So I think it'll be a short afternoon. I didn't realise dart comps was as big as they were. You know, like just ones that pop up.
How are you working the scoring?
Hopefully I'm having someone doing the scores. Just gonna have a scoreboard. I need to design that this week, actually.
Yeah.
As always,
not
leave
like
it.
you to leave it last minute.
Yep.
Penners, you're an innovator, mate. You're an absolute innovator.
It might be, Penners. You'll have to tune in some Sunday. 1:30 it starts, I think.
You don't.
Remember rightly.
If it's Scarborough, you don't want to see the topless ladies if they're from Scarbs, mate.
And then, oh yeah, so football on the Saturday, darts on the Sunday, pool weekend after. I think it's going to be pool for the majority of it, actually. Because then that's when the good old new lounge tour starts.
Correct. Yes, it does.
The Elite and the Premier.
First couple of events at your adopted home.
Yeah, Q and Cushion.
Dave's making a good fist of putting himself into a bit of trouble again here.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he's looking at it, I'm not sure if the red goes into the bottom right corner. If it does, it needs a good positional shot to get on it, and then another good shot to get on the remaining red and black. Up against it here. Wrong postcode there, Dave, I'm afraid.
He ended up with a YO postcode instead.
Yeah. Bit of a poor miss from TJ. It's not one that's likely to cost him much, though.
Just needs to come creep back out.
Nah, to lash that, I mean, he was never ever getting the cue ball out far enough to be on the red.
I think he struggled with speed this week with the new big grip. I think, you know, he's normally a very good judge of pace, Cookie, and he's got this bigger grip fighting, and maybe that's affecting his pace this week. Other than that, the stroke looks good.
White's going to go close to the left centre here, in the corner.
Percentage shot.
It's actually not come out too bad for him, really.
That's a percentage shot, that from back up.
Yeah, both reds are now free. The black.
Developed his red and...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the percentage was, but it was...
Don't matter, that was it.
I mean, the shot for TJ is just to roll up behind the yellow, surely.
Gone for plant. I saw the plant.
I think he's banking on Dave not being able to get on the black. He's not...
Yeah, but he's still got trouble yellows in.
He has. He's...
It could have been possibly a shot where he could have developed a few, or...
Yeah, I just thought it would have maybe been easier with two if it had snuck him up behind the yellow. Get you two shots and just be a little bit more patient. Work the frame to your favour. You don't have to do it all in one shot.
That's it. Other scores around the room. There's currently 2-1 to John King. 1-1 between Lanny and Carl. And 4-0 to Danny. against Dave.
Oh, it's a great shot.
Go on,
What a shot that is.
Lucas.
What a shot that is from Dave. Brilliant. Obviously, it goes without saying he needs to cannon the yellow nearest the black to have any chance of being on this.
Oh,
He's forgotten to pot the red.
it's very quiet today compared to last night.
I think any day today was going to be quiet compared to last night. There was something else in here. Good shot. I didn't think he was going to play that shot, but yeah, nicely done.
Nicely done here. Off top cushion, clip red in bottom left hand bag. White comes off cushion and goes perfect on black. There you go.
Oh, he has been teaching you percentage pool, hasn't he?
Very low percentage pull.
As in 0. No, he's dead, yeah. He's gone for the other bag.
Now he's going to put your safe.
Sensible move. John King has just gone 3-1 up on Caelan Thompson.
Caelan looking like he's just trying to get a bit of fresh air into his body. I certainly
Whoops.
do. Oh dear, he's lucky for the one in the middle though.
Yeah.
I do like the 2-day events.
It's been different, hasn't it? Adds a
Yeah.
different dynamic to it, I think. Like I touched on earlier, Dave played really well yesterday going into the evening. Not so much today. The momentum's massive in pole, as most of you will know. But TJ looks to have carried on his form into today.
Like I say, we're only 4 frames in. It is a race to 9. He's brought the black out, which is a great shot. Liam, Caelan did. He's
Just.
currently sat. No, he stood at a table now, playing a shot. Probably thinking to himself, why am I here? He's still got Grandham's top on.
He's getting tortured by John King. What more are Sundays for?
Aside from that he knows he's banked 100 quid.
Yeah. He wants the lot though, Caelan. He's come for the lot. He's come
Well,
to
he
win.
needs to break even from this weekend. Black into middle.
Yeah, he's gone about them nicely, TJ. Nice finish. Dave Sonny's on the board. Got himself a frame. He's 4-1 down against Danny Bailey. as you can see in the background, Lanny and Sheppey are still playing frame number 3. You can see in the background, just while Dave's at the table here, that Lanny's a fiddly little black to take a 2-1 lead on Sheppey.
Hits it hard enough just so the white bounces back off the top cushion.
Yeah.
He's gone soft through instead.
He's committed to it and he's got it.
Yeah, nice
good
shot.
shot.
Positive pull up. A little bit of run.
I mean, Dave's disappointed that obviously he's missed the ball, but I don't know where he was going with that finish, really. These yellows are certainly on there, Sam. Obviously the slight problem yellow is now easy to get on.
Yeah, with the yellow.
That he's queuing past.
Little bounce. Oh, right.
Opting to take control of the frame, I like it. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that. I
Don't
thought he was
like
just
that
going
at
to play a little roll-up snooker.
He's now messed up the yellow that he
Yeah.
actually could have got just by dropping it in.
The red that is closest to the cue ball wasn't available. Is now available into the left centre.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dave, I don't know if he can get through to. Yeah, obviously he can get through to this, but he's certainly helped Reds out with that last shot.
Yeah, that's quite a comfy. Well, not clear, but yeah.
Pretty good putt right there. Just burned that edge. Couple shoots 31 on the back.
5-1 now to Danny Bailey. He's restored his 4-frame lead. Yeah, it's come out nice for TJ, that. Just negotiate a gap here and he should be going 5-1.
Bogey for Kelly at 16. And you know, Billy Ray, it really has not been a vintage Jerry Kelly golf right from Ted, has it? Ernie Els for his par. His tee shot down the right-hand side of
Just about.
Just.
Good enough. I think he'll chop this into the right centre, I think. That's good. Nice finish from TJ. Hasn't missed much. Hasn't missed many balls today.
No, he hasn't.
Caleb's pulled one back against John King. That's 3-2. Nobody can make a ball off the break today. Both players, I think, have come up dry in most opportunities. Having a little laugh and joke about it.
Yep, go.
Yeah, I agree with that, Carl. He is and always has been a very, very solid potter. Bases his game around attacking and getting after finishes, whatever rule set he plays. And I used to play a lot of road rules, but black ball's very much suited to the way he plays the game. Doesn't tend to play a lot of safety. He will do when it's obvious and when it's needed, but usually he'd rather be doing what he's doing now, in and amongst the balls and making finishes happen. It's what he's good at. It's what his strength is, and it's what he's shown all weekend. To be honest, if he continues, he's going to take some stopping.
Yeah, certainly is. It's a very nice shot if he gets all the way down.
That's a great shot. Oh wow!
He's missed.
I mean, he couldn't have
Not
had that
much
cue
really
ball.
to think about, was there?
Couldn't have placed the cue ball any better with his previous shot. Just literally had to drop it in, and it was a dot-to-dot finish. Unexpected chance for Dave here.
Now, what you're looking at here, you're playing the one top right
Top
into
right,
the bag.
yeah, top right.
Just
And
come
then
round.
come round the back, yeah, and leave yourself a couple of options from there.
Percentages.
Yeah, don't hate it. Don't hate it. It just, the only slight problem with that is that the awkward yellow that's available into the bottom right may not be available in a shot's time.
Not if you play it like that. More if he gets away with it.
Yeah, I just
left a straight one top left.
I think the shot for TJ there was just to cover the bottom right corner. But it's just not happening for Dave at the minute. It's not happening, and he's slowly running out of frames. He'll have to chop to the left middle here. Then trusting a bit to luck, and he's not,
Not
come
come
up
out
well.
very well. It's a lifeline.
It is another lifeline. He needs to start
Morning,
taking his
Andy.
chances, Dave. He needs to put TJ under a little bit of pressure.
The thing is, he takes this frame, it's a frame really in TJ's hands.
Yep, it'll sting.
It would sting. However, oh, it's just bounced off. I thought, could have seen that yellow just landing on cushion.
Big chance for Davey to either take control or take these out.
I can see him going taking control really.
Yeah, he just needs to be a little bit careful, because obviously the red that's near the left centre is available into the top left via cushion and yellow. I'm sat right behind the line of it, it does squeeze through, so just needs to be mindful of that.
Missed it.
Yeah, he's okay. He's left a cut to the bottom left, but it's thin. It's dicey. Lanny's taken a 3-1 lead against Carl Shepherd.
It's played that way. A lot of siding just totally miss it. Like.
Yeah.
I don't think there any need to play it with that much side. The outside he was playing it with just instantly threw it offline.
Just watching Sheppy's body language in the background. Lanny's just gone for a little toilet break. His body language is very negative. Very negative. He looks agitated.
Yeah, it does. Just need to settle down on this one, does Parker?
Yeah, I think he'll try and play a shot similar to what he played earlier in the match, where he doesn't leave anything easy for TJ, but to do that, he'll have to screw back up to the bottom cushion, which is exactly what he's played. He's got the pot.
He's got the one into the left middle.
Yeah, that's right.
The far left yellow. He's played it nice, that.
Yeah. Yeah, as it happened, if the yellow didn't drop, it has left TJ a chance.
But
He was, I think he was aiming to try and get the cue ball a little bit further back, but he's okay as it stands. Just negotiate this pot.
oh, it's not given.
To me, just not cued it properly. He just needed to stun straight into the red. He's just not quite hit it as he would like.
No.
Just not at it at the minute, and there's no easy safety here either.
I don't know how much of that left yellow he can. Well, the yellow at the top of the cushion. How much of that you can see?
I'm not sure what he's. I don't know if he can get through to this or if he's taken across the ball. Okay, played percentage safety. It's about as good as he could have done from there, to be honest.
Very nice. I do like that. It's a cutback here. Really, if he's played aggressive cutback, and White's just going absolutely anywhere.
Yeah, I think whichever pocket you take you take this first red up into, if he's taking it on, I think in off is screaming in your face, whichever way you go.
He's going for the cutback. Here we got White's on a
Nowhere near. He's not got away with it this time.
And he's not got away with it. He's set back up right up here.
Yeah, he's created the chance himself with a good safety there, Dave. Run out of position, but he's recovered the situation well there.
Do you want some garden ornaments? Liam Bounds got just posted on Facebook.
David.
There we go.
Blimey, he used all the pocket there. Yeah, I thought he'd just pulled it back an inch. Yeah. very low confidence shot. That he needs this one. He needs this one to get his confidence up. Much better.
Nice shot.
Much better from Dave. Yeah, created the chance for himself and took it well.
He's off to get a beer.
He needs one.
He needs one. He's saying, sod the old coffee. Give me a beer.
Score update from table 4 is Danny Bailey's 5-2 against Dave Sunman.
He's on the fruit. I'm trying to see if there's any ornaments that we can take mick out of people. So 3-1 to Lanny. We'll be liking that start. Hey up. I found one. It's Andrew Sanderson. Actually, I think. So we up. Actually, found a better one for him.
Ooh.
So,
Paco's just making his return. Dark fruit in hand.
you and soon.
The rocket fuel has arrived. Let's see if anyone can make a ball off this break. Paco sticking with a cut break.
I think you have to. You have to. Al Robbo. Good to see Darren supporting both clubs. Yesterday the Lounge and today the Hustlers.
Viewers won't be surprised to know that Sam's on the Uber Eats app.
I'm trying to find one that's delivering.
Have you had any
McDonald's.
breakfast?
No. I struggle waking up in the morning as it is.
I know this.
Never mind remembering to pick Lanny up. Paco. Could have been fuming if I got halfway and then realised, didn't I? Oops. It's got to be a nugget box.
Surprised you've not got some sort of affiliate deal with your stream.
I wish.
black is the obvious problem here for TJ.
It's got 2 bags. Well, 3 if you call bottom one, but 2
I
middle.
think the way he's going to go about these, his last ball is going to be the yellow to right centre. So he may chase, maybe not now, he might not be able to hold with the yellow to right centre. I was thinking if he did, he'd be able to chase the cue ball up the left-hand side of the table and give himself a couple of options for the black. But a little tricky this now.
Ooh.
Even trickier if you miss the yellow.
Does he got away with it? Does
No, I
it? Does the
think
red squeeze past?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does, and he can cue past the red to take the red to the bottom right corner, which should be his first shot. I think it's just easier cueing.
Oh,
Whoops.
pack up. Oh, aye.
Well,
That's a save.
another pocket taken care of. He's no chance though, TJ, if he pots this yellow to the bottom right corner. Holds the white on the red. He can then chase the cue ball up the left side of the table, leave the black to right middle. He's come a little straight on the yellow to play the shot I suggested. So I think he's going to have to dig for gold here. Big deep screw and try and get himself on the black. He will take that. Although I assume the black passed the red into the top right. Looking at TJ's body language, no, maybe not.
I don't think it did. No.
No, certainly not. My bad.
Here we go. Gone for a lash. It's a Sam shot.
There's some histrionics you might be able to see in the background between Lanny and Sheppy. Two players that are not frightened to hide their emotions. Both with their heart on the sleeve, and there's all sorts of gesturing going on. I don't know what's happened. Sheppy's not an happy bunny.
Here we go then. They're all there.
Yeah, massive chance for Dave. Calum has pulled level against His Royal Highness John King.
Johnny so far the scores are 3-3 between John and Calum. 3-1. Well, Lanny 3, Carl 1. Dave Summan 2, Danny Bailey 5. As you can see on stream, TJ 5, Packer 2.
There's all sorts going on here.
Where's the white?
Why?
It's kick back.
Yeah. Nope. Wow, let him off.
Oh dear, big chance.
It's not straightforward. I think he's
No,
going to need to
but
nudge
still
into
a
these.
chance.
Nudge into these reds. I think after potting the red to the middle, they're a little awkward. They're sort of semi-covering each other. Just needs a little bit of luck with his development shot here. Yeah, he'll settle for that. He'll settle for that.
Here's still a shot.
Big frame this. There's a big difference between 5'3" and 6'2".
He's getting himself every possible chance here.
Game on this now.
It is with how he's won. Say it too quickly, but yeah, I'll say it now. With how Paco's won the frame, now TJ's lost it.
And the last one also. You're right. You're absolutely right there, Sam. They're going to hurt TJ, those frames.
Yeah. Like I say, you know, 2 frame possible. Well, yeah, 2 frame difference to a 4-1.
Sheppy, as you can see in the background, giving it one as he brings it back to 3-2. I'd hasten to say there's no real love lost between Lanny and Sheppy. I mean, Lanny's a difficult
Cue balls in.
guy to
Splits
dislike,
nice.
but I think Sheppy really wants this
Yeah,
one.
it's the emotions, isn't it? Hey up, there's food. There's food.
There is food.
There's food. Well, it might not be a box of nuggets. It looks like it's going over to the sandwich bin. Jake's come over. How do?
Snake. Jake handing me money. That's why I really like him. David. Just can't get going, can he? Can't get any momentum, build any momentum at
It's
all.
weird though, and he can't get going, but the score's still
Yeah.
there. It's not like it's...
He won't look at it this way, but from an outsider looking in, he should be ecstatic that he's still in this game.
That's it.
Because he's not been at it at all.
He's going to be down in that point. Get it flowing.
Couldn't come out much better.
No, it's come on nice, isn't it?
I'm not 100% sure. There's...
Well, plays this one in bottom left, comes round.
Out the way.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just made it a little
I
fiddly.
thought he'd have come round, left the white to come off there and split them up.
Yeah, that would have been the shot. He's still okay.
Yeah,
Probably just gonna leave himself a long yellow. Yeah, he's fine.
It's fine now,
He's
yeah.
fine. Bit messy, but job should be done. Wow,
He's
wow,
jumped
wow.
it. He's got a... Well, the red still goes top right.
It does.
Paco's looking at it, grinning at it, thinking, wow.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? You come to the table and your opponent's had a little touch there to slightly sort of get away with it, but if you look at the bigger picture, you shouldn't have been coming back to the table in the first
No,
place.
that's it, isn't it?
So be thankful for what you get, really, and try and make the most of it.
Yeah, it should.
More Shepherd queuing. He missed one like this not so long ago. Yeah, again, nowhere near. Just loved his cue at that. No such luck for Dave.
I just want to see what sandwiches to bro.
By the way, me and you fudge fest, me them two.
You really do it.
Caelan is a spot.
Is he on for a 3 down or?
I thought he'd seen the food coming.
I went middle ordering at McDonald's, but then it said there were no delivery drivers.
I'll smash from last time.
Smash that. Let's have a look at some of the scores around the room. John King 5, Callum Thompson 3, Lanny Richardson 4, Cole Shepherd 2. See on stream in a minute. TJ Hell 6, David Rands 3. Last but not least, Dave Summan 2, Danny Bailey 6. They're all races tonight. It's the quarterfinals. We're live from Hustlers Polo in Hull. You're all watching the Yorkshire Bespoke Kitchens Grand Final. Main all the way up to the quarters was played all yesterday. Races to 9 in the winners' side, races to 6 in the losers. It was a great day, especially with England winning. What a good atmosphere last night. I'm sure it was in many pubs and clubs around the country. Why is your white Paco? Its sound slight cutback. Big one is. Within 2 he goes. Still 5-3 between John King and Callum Thompson. A frame's just finished for Danny Bailey. Spurs 7-3 up against Dave Sunman. Ball in hand for Paco.
Could have done with a white out a little bit further there.
A little bit. However, could he play this the yellow that's just right side of pink spot, playing to bottom right?
I don't think he'd have to pot off the red, I think. Which you're then risking to cover the bottom left. I don't think that goes. Body language suggests he's a bit low on options.
Yeah.
They're playing the plant to cover the bag.
And put the red safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Don't mind it.
That's what he was gesturing to me a minute ago.
No.
Danny Bale has just gone 7-3 up.
A loose safety there.
I don't know. Shots and all from you. It's brought the red out more. If you tapped it up to it, you're leaving red still in a bit of a weird position. Gives him chance to free this yellow up. Here's a bounce. Christ, how much more food have you got? Half an hour, bud. Tuesday, we just do back to crisp. Yay! It's a meal deal in most places, that. £3 meal deal, Tesco. Just done about 2 sandwiches, 2 crisps, 2 cans. It's a meal deal in most places. Just not here. Well, you know. Straight out there, Butcher's Burgers last week at Ladies' Camp at Q and Cushion. Well, oops.
He's missed a trick there, Paco. That little cluster he's just disturbed was a perfect 3-ball plant into the bottom left corner that he could have manipulated. He's now lost control of the frame a little bit here. Chasey.
Pie and a pint for £5. There we go, Sarah. You best start getting kitchen stocked up. We're already on about food at Q and Cushion. There you go.
Paco's gone chasing after this finish, Sam. He's,
Has he?
yeah, he's lost control.
Yeah,
of the
looking at
frame
that
and
way, them two is.
He's really struggling here with this frame. Just glancing over to table 1, John King is really torturing Caleb. Every time I look at Caleb, he's either stood at the table looking like he doesn't know what to do, or he's sat in his chair looking like he's falling asleep.
Well, he probably wants to fall asleep right now.
Probably the worst match he could have had today, to be honest.
I think I'd have worn a different top to the one that I wore last night.
I think they've had a bet.
Yeah, no, they have.
And he has to finish the tournament in the top to get paid out.
Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Lanny's shaking his head. He's shaking his head about something. Yeah, I think I gathered he lost the frame from shaking his head, but thought there was going to be some more to it.
You can never tell with Lanny and Shep either. But
No,
they're
4-3.
both always fuming about everything.
Kev. Yep, chicken tikka kebab. Maybe lamb tikka if they offer it. I had to listen to the interview that he did yesterday with the football with Brett. I'll have to start analysing some of the players so my commentary can get up to scratch with football. Clive Tilsley and Alan McCoyster. We're looking at some pre-match script, well not script, but stats and stuff that Clive Tilsley writes up for every match. It's unreal.
He's very dedicated to his job.
Unreal.
That's Clive, yeah. Yeah, I've read similar.
I tried it for this. I got 3 names down, thought, nah, I sod this. I'll probably end up not commentating. What did I do yesterday? Couldn't commentate. 'Cause, you know. Yeah, I bet we're busy in Clubhouse. Good. I think likewise, most places broke that and ooh, we need it. Oh,
It's a nice shot, that.
He's
Yeah,
alright.
he's played it well. Just looking over at table 1, there's a John King's on the black. It's a tricky black, but it's a big shot.
2 away, TJ goes.
And John queuing up the black to go 6-3 in front. I think he's nailed it. He has nailed it.
He's nailed that all the way.
Long way back for Calum, that. As good a player as he is. 6-3 down against John. Or a player like John is very, very difficult to negotiate.
Definitely is. He's going back to the cup break. Well, staying with the cup break, should I say. Well. Gone dry. There's a difference. Yeah, it's a funny one though, because the cut break's usually a fail-safe option. But I'm not sure what the stats would have been on yesterday in terms of break dishes, but
I saw a few. I must admit, I saw a few.
Danny goes 1 away.
Ooh, snatchy one from TJ there.
Leading 8-3 against Dave. Dave will be wishing he went to work.
Half a chance of these Reds, Dave. They've all got pockets.
They certainly have.
The trickiest one is the one he's bridging near now, just to the left-hand side of his hand. Not because it's tied up, it's just awkward to get on. There's a lot of traffic in and around the ball, so it goes into multiple pockets, but it's just negotiating the white into that area. himself a little bit of insurance there. Just popping the yellow onto the left-hand side cushion. Could choose to drop on the awkward red now. I don't think he will, but he could just slide down the left-hand side of the table and leave it to the right middle. But I think he'll stay up for these two. So now
bit straight.
He is. I mean, the straighter the better, because there is a gap between the black and the yellow.
True, if you can trust yourself, just giving it a slight nudge without any weird kicks and.
Either way you go here, it's awkward to get on the other red. So if he plays the gap, he's then left with the wrong angle to come down for the bottom red. If he chooses to push it through and plays the bottom red next, he's then not got to negotiate the traffic to get through to the other. So it's a really tough finish this from here. I'm not. I mean, you cannot miss the red in that situation.
Carl is saying tap break is the future. Tell me all about it. White's getting sent around. Is lucky with the red going on cushion.
Yeah.
It's been not another frame between Lonnie and Carl.
Carl missed his penultimate ball. Is he off? Oh. Carl missed his penultimate ball, but I don't know if Lanny. No, it's 4-4. It's 4-4. Cheers.
Well, second bite. Let's show for Paco here. Don't know what you can see bottom end of the table.
I think he can get through to the one on the bottom cushion.
He can, if he wants to play safe, but
I think if obviously
is he going to go for a cut?
I think he will. I think he will. He did have that insurance policy of the yellow where he's queuing from, but that's now a little bit more in the open. No,
he just needs to keep going a little bit.
I think he can still see it. He can still play through the gap and see it.
He can play, yeah. I just think you were going for the actual pot.
Yeah, he was trying to hold for the other red, but
safety coming up.
Not at that pace. It's not. Careless. This is the shot for the frame. I think if he takes the one on the right hand side of the table. As you all know, you can't hit these too hard or they will just spit out. Very nicely cued. And that should be moving in within one. Fortunate. Big frame for Calum to win there. He's come back within two at 6-4, I think at 7-3. I don't see a way back for him. TJ's just giving himself a little bit to think about on this black. Yeah, good shot. Unless the white goes in the corner. Nope, it's fine.
Within one, he goes.
just saving up all the balls potted off the break until this frame. They've barely potted a ball on the break all game, and TJ's just still got 4 in.
Yeah.
That's good opening yellow from TJ. Yeah, not on anything there.
Just trying to see what John King's score was.
It's 6-4.
There's only one is a goals match that's not kept up pace, really.
That is no surprise.
Left the top red.
He has, yeah. Awkward cue in. He's missed.
It's a shot to nothing, though.
It is if he plays at the right pace. Yeah, he's missed a few of these bridging shots by some distance so far. Nice.
Three cushions, slow up. Alright, he's got it to top
Yeah,
right.
he's okay. He's fine.
Yep, got the match on every screening cue and cushion.
Dave lost his cue ball again for the umpteenth time today. The finish might still
Mikey
be on.
Gray, can I get in this event in 2024, seeing as next two booked?
It is popular, Mikey. I know we spoke yesterday about this. It's a popular series. The waiting list is long. I think
Oh, where's your white? Oh,
the
Tell you something,
problem
he's
he
not-
has got away with that. He was due one of those, to be honest. TJ's had a few. Yeah, Mikey. The issue from your point of view is, and new players coming in, is that we agree that each of the 32 players that are in the series for this year will get first refusal to retain their place for next year, as a bit of a show of loyalty for supporting the series. So it is difficult for new players to get in, I must admit, but it seems to be the fairest way to do it. There's always players that drop out, work commitments, they just don't want to play anymore. Some gaps do come in, but it's on a first come first served basis at the time. It is quite difficult.
Missed.
No, foul called.
big chance here. I don't think need a real move them. Is that red? That red did clean passes,
I
done it?
think so, yeah. I think you don't want to overcomplicate
No,
things.
that's it. Also, I think leave white,
You just put the one
middle,
in,
bottom left,
yeah,
top right.
I'd leave the black to top right.
Yeah.
Just roll this in, hold on the yellow, leave black top right. No need to get cute with it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think actually he can just screw straight back if he wants to now. That's how he feels. Yep, nice.
Yep, nice shot.
David extends the match.
So look, see what else there is around the room. I think
Still
that's
no joy.
everything.
Yeah, no joy for Dave on the break again there.
All over for Dave Summan. Nanny Bailey going through 9 frames to 4. You're not getting that far that way, son. So he's coming over here to talk to us instead. Love it. Hello. It's a good job I didn't have my job, isn't it? He bunging me in my left now. You have to work now, Dave. Oh dear.
You just wink at the camera. You looked at the camera and winked.
What's Lanny's score? 4-4, mate. It's been like that for the last 2 hours. It seems to be.
I think that'll be the stream game very shortly. I think once if this one ends, I think there'll be plenty of viewing on there on table 3. Lanny's just bashed the black 100 mile an hour. He was hitting it alright yesterday. Not bad on it. Yeah, but I've been playing for 3 hours, haven't I? Yeah.
punching walls in.
I think the fat lady is warming up here, Sam.
Quite possibly. Rolls this one through. Leave a little bit of an angle. Black into the middle.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Didn't fancy it this time.
Did not. Bit of pace on it as well, it just didn't.
TJ fancied a bit more table time today, I think. Sheppy's nudged in front for the first time in this match against Lanny.
5-4. Conway against Lanny. Lanny's facial expressions. I hope Proz's awake. How's your head? Yeah, and how's your back after splitting a chair?
What's that, Harry? About 225? Free rolling. Covers wise, Sparta from last night.
He's testing himself there with these. Jeez Louise.
Can you please wipe your feet as you're coming on into the house?
Nicely controlled. He's left a little bit of angle here, but shouldn't cause him too many issues. I mean, that is criminal. It's a win for TJ Hills.
TJ's through to the semis against Danny Baylor. I think at that pace you're leaving a lot to all the finger marks, nap, everything.
Certainly. Yeah, certainly. He missed a black like that against Danny Bailey yesterday.
Yeah, he
Actually.
did, yeah. I just think looking at the table, just how much chalk there is, everything you can't be dropping them in, unfortunately. Well, on that note, if you want to keep an eye on Q-Scope, I will post a link right now. There's the link for the Q-Scope. I'll leave it on just so people can go and watch Sheppy and Lanny in the background. And we'll be back in a bit. See you soon.